It's warm, but let's get started. If I stay exactly right here, I can feel my fan. So I'm just not moving. Okay, so let's start with hands on hips. Good. We're just going to get warmed up from the top down. So let's start with a little head movement. So let's look to one side, kind of over your shoulder, and then bring it around to the other side. Good, we're standing tall here, pulling those shoulders back a bit. See if we can get the creaks worked out a bit. Good. All right, and then bring it back to center. Let's lean the head to one side. Back up top and lean to the other side. Good. Okay, bring it back to center. Now let's just look it up. So take the eyes up and let it fall, like face follow. And then bring it down, tuck the chin to the chest. And then back up. And down. Good. All right, bring it back to center. Let's just take those hands way up in the air. And then we're going to bring elbows down towards our hips, giving a little resistance, getting the shoulders moving, getting the lats warmed up. Good. Okay, let's just do one more here. Awesome. All right, now let's push it out in front. So push it out, let your back round, and then pull it in and arch the back a bit. So we're pushing out, pulling in. Good. Good, again, push it on out, pull in. And good. Now let's bring those arms out to the side. Get some little circles going. We'll take them forward to start with. Good. And then let's take them backwards. Awesome. Good. Alrighty. Now let's get a little push across. So we'll push it across. Let the body twist here. You don't have to keep your feet planted. To move a bit, just getting some motion, little mobility going through the body here. Good. All right, so now let's just come in, get a little balance on one foot here. Again, with anything we're doing, you can always place a hand on a sturdy chair, desk, counter, wherever you are, wall. All right, so bring one foot out in front, and we're just gonna rotate that ankle. Good. And then let's rotate the other way. And let's do a little point and flex. Point and flex. Good. Good. All right, plant that foot. Let's do the same with the other foot. So we'll bring it out in front, find our balance. Rotate the ankle one way. Good, and rotate the other way. My ankles are talking to me a little bit this morning. Good. Now let's point it and flex, point it and flex. Good. All right, now just a little kick up towards your rear. Doesn't have to be fast. Just getting those legs loosened up. Good. Good. All right, we're gonna get moving a little bit more. Let's start with just a little march. Now here's your daily reminder. Anything I'm doing, if it doesn't feel right for you, or your doctor told you not to, then don't do it. but do keep moving. And I'm going to try and show different variations for you. So you pick the one that works for you. And anything we do, you can always kind of pep it up a little bit if you're feeling it, or take it down a little bit if you need to. Okay, so now we're just going to come with this march up on our toes a little bit. So we're marching up high, nice and tall, head tall. And we're going to bring it down for a regular march. We're going to bring it down a little lower, little bend in the knees. And then bring it down a little lower, warming everything up, getting the heart going a little more too. If you can bring it a little lower, go ahead, a little lower. You might waddle a little bit with this one, that's okay. All right, bring it back up just a bit. Back up a bit more. Back up to regular. And then back up on the toes. Good. All right. So now we're going to do our little single leg reach, which is basically like bird dog, except with both hands. So again, hand on something if you need to. We're balancing on one leg. We're going to push that other leg out behind and reach forward. We're keeping a bend right here in this knee. Good. Stand it back up. Reach. And bring it back up. Good. Again, if you need to, one hand on a sturdy surface, that's fine. Little wobbles are fine too. Good. So our aim here is going to be to keep our hips level with the floor. Good, 2 more. One more on this leg. Good, now we're going to switch over to the other leg. So find your balance. Get that other leg ready to go back. Reach it forward. Good. And reach. Remember, keep a bend in the knee of the leg you're standing on. Keep it going, doing great. And let's do one more. Good. All right, so we're going to bring it back to the front here. We're going to step out to the front with one foot, bring it in. Step it out to the side, bring it in. Step it out to the back, bring it in. We're going to stay on the same side. So we're going to go front, together, side, together, back, together. Good. Touch it out, touch it back. Good. Front, side, and back. Front, side, and back. And we're keeping a tiny bend in this knee that we're standing on, just kind of as a little shock absorber. Good. And we're going to do one more on this leg. So we'll go front, together, side, together, back, together. Now we're going to switch our weight over to the other foot, and same thing, other side. So we'll go front, together, side, together, back, together. Good. Front, side, and back. Keep that bend right here in this knee you're standing on, just a little bend. Now you can make it more challenging by keeping a bigger bend, but it only takes just a tiny bend. Just don't keep it locked. Good. I confess that these, I have to pay really close attention when I'm counting because we have different parts, and I tend to just count all the parts. So I have to mentally go 8, 8, 8, or else I'll be going 9, 10, dang it. All right, one more. Good, and back. All right, we're gonna come into a little squat. So just hanging out in a squat. And then we're going to come up and push across. Squat, up and push across. Good. And push. And push. Now, of course, your squat might look different than mine. Everybody's got a different ideal squat stance, and that's fine. I just want you to be challenging yourself without causing any pain. Good. And push. And push. Good, let's do 2 more. All right, now let's come back to our little march. We're marching. Good. All right, now we're gonna do like a slow motion march. So why are we doing a slow motion march? Because it makes us have to have more control. Makes us work the balance a little more. And it's good to just keep things interesting for our brains. Now we're gonna take it to just normal speed. And then we're gonna take it just a little faster. So you're not running races here, but you've picked up the speed. Good. Doesn't have to be high knees. Just a march is fine. Okay, now we're going to take it up to the next little gear. So this is just fast for you. So whatever that looks like. And you can keep it low impact. This is still just a walk I'm doing. I don't have a bouncing here, so it's not running in place. It's just going quick. Now let's go a little quicker if you can. Good. And then let's take it down to 1 gear, so still fast. Good. A little slower. Probably pretty close to normal. Good. Little slower. Good. And then slow motion. Good. Awesome. All right, now let's come into a split stance. So looking at that straight on, you can have your legs pretty close to lined up like a little railroad track, or you can go wider for a bit more balance. I'm gonna go sideways though. All right, so remember with this, we're keeping our weight over our back leg mostly, and we want that knee in the back pretty much right below us. So you don't have to be really deep. Just keep the proper alignment to protect your knees. Good, and that heel in the back is flipped up. Now we're just gonna hold this. So wherever your stance is, you're gonna hold. Bring those arms out to the side for a little balance. Good. I won't keep you here forever. Good. Now if you want to challenge a little more, just see if you can go like maybe an inch deeper. Or hold what you got. That could be plenty of challenge for you today, and that's awesome. Good. Now let's come up, but keep the legs where they are. Let's come back down in it. Good, arms are out to our side. Good. And then come on up. And let's try one more. Remember, wobbles are fine. All right, let's go one more time on this side. Good. Awesome. You're doing great. All right, now let's come on. Now we're going to switch legs. So we'll get our positioning. Other side. Good. All right. So find a spot that's challenging, but that you can hold for a little bit. All right, bring those arms out to the side. And we're holding. If you want to try taking it a little deeper, feel free. Still holding. Good. Bring it on up. Shake it around a little bit if you need to. And then let's come right back down into that. Hold in that little split stance. Awesome. Again, hand on something sturdy if you need it. Let's bring it up. Shake it all around. One more time. Let's come on down. Hold your stance. Good. Good. Stand on up. Take those legs out. Good. We're gonna come back to those in a minute. We're gonna do a box step now. So we'll start, I'm gonna start with the right leg. So I'm gonna step right foot forward, bring the left one up, right foot to the side, then left foot, then left foot. So I'll go right, right, left, left. Good. Right, right, left, left. Just make a little box here. Good. Let's do one more this direction. All right, now we're gonna start it off with the other foot. So I'm gonna go left, left, right, right. Good. Left, left, right, right. Get a little brain workout here. This is this direction that's harder for me. The other one's a lot more natural. Good. Again. Good, again. Good. All right, now we're gonna do our little sway thing. So we're just gonna stand on one foot, sway, sway. And now let's hold that sway position. Good. Sway, sway, and hold it. You keep the foot close to the ground if you need to. Or stick a hand on something. Good. Sway, sway, and hold. Sway, sway, hold. Awesome. Good. Good. All right. One more time, we're going to come back to those little split stance holds. So the move we did just a little bit ago. So find your stance. Get a little wider if you need to for balance. Come on down into a challenging hold and bring those arms out to the side. Now, if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, keep the legs right where they are and see if you can bring the arms up high. This is an option, not a requirement. Good. Bring it on up. Shake everything around. And let's go into it one more time. So we'll bring it down into our challenging spot, wherever that is. Start with the arms out to the side. And then if you want to add that balance challenge, bring them on up high. And bring the eyes up to the fingertips. Good. All right, stand it up. Shake them all around. We're going to go the other leg back this time. Good. Bring it down to your challenging hold. Arms out to the side. Make sure you've got your balance. Now, if you want to add that extra, bring those arms up. And then, for a little bit extra, bring those eyes up to the fingertips. Still holding. Good, stand it up. Shake them all around. We're gonna do it one more time. So we'll step back. We'll come down into our challenging hold. Remember, if you want more challenge, you can always go lower. Good. Now, you can totally stay here. Hand on something is fine. Or bring the arms up. And if you want to bring the eyes up for a little more. Good, stand it on up, shake them out. Let's do our little box just a few more times. Get that brain going again. So we're gonna step it forward, side, then back, and side. Forward, side, back, and side. Forward, side, back, side, Good. Let's do one more here. All right, now this time we're going to switch directions. So other foot forward, side, back, and side. 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 Let's do one more. Forward, side, back, and side. Awesome. Little sways again. Here we go. So we just step and sway, and we're going to hold. Good. So we'll sway and hold. Sway and hold. Awesome. Sway and hold. And sway and hold. One more. Sway and hold. All right, let's march it again. We're going to do those little highs and lows. So first we're going to come up on the toes. Good. We're going to bring it down to regular march. Just like you normally do. And take it down a little bit, little knee bend. Add a little more knee bend if you can. If you can, go ahead and add a little more knee bend. Waddle it out, be a duck. And then bring it on up a little bit. Back up a little bit more. Up to normal. Up on the toes. Let's go down and back up one more time. So just a little bit down. A little bit more if you can. A little bit more if you can. A little bit more if you can. Then bring it back up a little. Back up a little more. Back up a little more. And then all the way up on those toes. Fantastic. All right. Now we're going to come to a wide stance. Okay? And we're going to make this little bit low here. Your feet can be pointing mostly out or mostly forward. Most people are going to find more comfort with a little bit of diagonal. And then we're going to lower to a place that's challenging us, all right, wherever that is. And let's bring our arms into our little cactus arms. All right, so first we're just holding here. Good. Now we're going to bring those arms up and straighten the legs. Make a little star. Good. And then we're going to bring it down. Good. Bring it up, make a star. Bring it down. Back up to a star. And down. Star. And down. Good. All right, one more star here. And then hold that low pose. Good, we're holding. All right, bring the legs back in. We're just gonna do little squats here and get some arms moving. So this is just little squat, bend those arms, little bicep curl. We can give ourselves some resistance. Pretend you got some weights in those arms, in those hands. Good, and it doesn't have to be a big squat here. Now let's see if we can go, now this just needs to be quick for you, okay? So a little quicker because it's not big. So we're just gonna make it a little faster. Good. Just working on some power in those legs. Good. Good. And now let's sit it on back in our little chair pose, reaching those arms out in front. So this one we're gonna hold. So we're back, weight in our heels. Arms are reaching forward. Awesome, we're gonna hold right here. Not forever, but for a minute here. Good, and let's stand it up. All right, now we're gonna go to the side. We're gonna start just a little step, step. Now, what we're working towards here is a bit of a hop, but we can keep it low impact. So we can make it a little bigger. And then you have the option of making it a little hop, getting a little off the ground. You don't have to, it can still be just a step, little power step there. You find the version that works for you. Good. 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 2 more here. All right, let's come back to that wide stance. Lower it down. Bring those arms to your little cactus pose. Good. Now let's bring it up in our little star. Arms up and out, legs straight. Bring it back down. Arms up and back down. Good. Star and cactus. Good. Awesome. Good. One more star. Bring it back to cactus. Let's hold it. Just holding it low enough to be a challenge. Your legs should be saying something to you right now. Good, and then let's walk it on up. All right, so remember, this time is gonna be the little squats with the arm curls. So we'll squat and curl, squat and curl. Little squat, giving some resistance to those arms. Good. Now we're just gonna add a little power. So think of it this way, bringing the arms in, we're in that little squat hold, arms are up high, we're gonna power it up. Use those arms to power. Power, power. Good. Doesn't have to be big, just working on power. Awesome. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's sit it on back. Bringing those arms down in front, sitting there in a little yoga chair. The weight's back in our heels. We're holding things here, reaching forward. Good. Hold, hold, hold. Good, and stand it up. You got it. Shake things out if you need to. We'll do those little side hops one more time. All right, so hop to the side, with or without the bounce. And keep it low, keep it no bounce. That's perfect. Add some bounce. That's perfect too. Think about landing quietly. Doing fantastic. Two more. Good. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna get myself a sip of water. You might need to as well. And we're just gonna do some stretching. All right. So let's start with a nice little calf stretch here. So this is one where you can put your hands on something or not. In this case, I'm gonna put my hands on my leg. So we're bending this front knee and we're bringing it right over the toes. It doesn't have to go past the toes, but as far as how you're lining it up, it's tracking over your toes. Back leg is straight, and we're aiming to press the heel down towards the floor. Doesn't have to touch, that's just the direction it's going. Good. Now as you get into this stretch, you can always lean a little more into that knee and push a little further back into that heel. You should be feeling it in several parts. Again, you can always have your hands on like a sturdy chair or counter in front of you. Good. Now let's switch over to the other leg. So again, front knee is going to track over those toes. Back heel is pressing down toward the floor. Hands on your surface, a wall even, or resting on your thigh. Good. Think about pressing that back heel down a little further for more stretch. Good, awesome. All right, stand on up. Let's get a little hamstring stretch here. So for that one, we just take the heel out in front. Toe's gonna go up towards the ceiling and then towards our shin. We're gonna push back in the hips. And then we're gonna reach forward with one or both hands. I like it with one. Some people like it with two. Good. Sitting a little further down into the hips. Bringing the toes a little closer to the shin. Stand it up. Wiggle it all around. Let's do that one more time. Just pushing same back, same leg. Good. And stand it up. Let's switch to the other leg now. So heel in front, toe towards the ceiling. We're gonna push those hips back, reach the arm forward, and then think about bringing those toes a little closer to your shin. Good. And we're holding. Good, stand it on up. And let's go one more time on that side. So the hips push back, the arm reaches forward, and then the toes are coming up towards our shin. Good. Good, stand it on up. So bring one arm across, give it a little love here, a little hug. Let's wiggle those fingers, and then let's wiggle that, or rotate that wrist. Oh, we've got it there. Good, both ways. Awesome, shake it all around. Bring the other one across. Get those fingers moving. Good. Get the wrist going. A little rotation one way, a little rotation the other way. Good. Shake all that around. Good. All right. So let's do a little triangle pose for a little more stretch here. So we've got one foot facing out, one foot facing forward. We're going to push our hips back and towards the, well, it's my right leg, but it's the foot that's facing forward. Good. And then let's try and reach an arm up high. And then you can reach that other hand down. Either keep it up on your shin, up on your thigh or down on your shin. Don't mash on the knee. And you can choose where you're looking here. You can look straight ahead. You can look down at your feet, or you can look up to the hand. Up to the hand is more of a balance challenge. Good, let's stand it up and let's switch it all around so we do the other side. Now our feet are going other direction. We're gonna slide a hand down the leg, slide the other arm up in the air. Find your spot. That's a challenge for your balance here. And then, well, not for jump. That feels good with the stretching, right? So either up on your thigh or down on the shin. And then choose where you're looking. You can go straight ahead. You can look down at that foot, or you can try looking up at the hands. All of them are correct. Do what feels right. Good. Stand it on up. Let's wiggle things around a little more. All right, nice tall pose here. So feet are grounded into the floor. We're standing tall with the shoulders. Crown of the head is up towards the ceiling. We're going to pull shoulders back, face the palms toward the front. Just take a couple breaths right here, filling the belly. Good. All right, and a little shoulder rotation. So we're going to bring them in, and then we're going to roll them back. So the palms of the hands will roll around too. So they'll roll forward, and then they'll face the back. Good. Good. All right, bring them back to the front, pulling those shoulders back and down, standing nice and strong and tall. Good. Let's bring those arms up with a nice inhale. Fill the belly, reach the arms to the sky, and release, breath and arms. Good. Let's just do that 2 more times. And reach, and release, and reach. Fill the belly and release. Thanks for joining me. It's always a good time with y'all, even if I can't see you really in person yet. You